If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Juice Wrld passed away yesterday, and here's everything you need to know. Plus, Lil B and Lil Yachty beef on Twitter. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, so this is crazy, right? And I feel like we take rappers for granted, right? Because Juice Wrld, cool ass rapper, talented, dope ass freestyler, and he's here, right? Young, and nobody thinks that anything is gonna possibly happen to Juice Wrld, right? It's not like he's out there gang banging or anything like that, so it's not like he'll get caught up in anything like that. But something still did happen to him, right? So tragically, you know, he was on a private jet. They were taking off from California. They landed back in Chicago. That's where Juice Wrld is from, right? They're in the Midway airport. They're walking through the airport, and then all of a sudden, like out of the blue, Juice Wrld's like body just starts like shaking and seizing, right? So he starts having a seizure, right? Ambulance come, you know, by the time they get on the scene, there's blood coming from his mouth, but he's still conscious, right? He's still awake, and he's like, yo, man, this is crazy. They rush him to the hospital, and then shortly after that, Juice Wrld was pronounced dead, right? And this is crazy because he's only 21 years old. He was only 21 years old, right? So yesterday I woke up, and I looked at my phone, and I saw like mad people like on Instagram and Twitter talking about RIP Juice Wrld, and I didn't even like think that it was real, or I thought they might have had like a different Juice Wrld. You know, I don't know nobody else named Juice Wrld, or maybe it's like a rumor or something like that, but it was real. It is true. You know what I'm saying? And this is horrible, right? A lot of other people have, you know, came out and kind of talked to us, or publicly kind of said, yo, man, this is crazy that Juice Wrld died. Other people, meaning like celebrities, giving their condolences and things like that, right? One of the celebrities that gave their condolences, and I mean, there was a lot, but one of them specifically was Famous Dex, right? And the reason why Famous Dex is so important here is because just last month, Famous Dex also had a seizure on stage while in the middle of performing at one of Rich the Kid's shows, right? And then the ambulance came, they rushed him. I don't even think they took him to the hospital. He ended up getting up, and then, you know, he went home, right? Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of these dudes are drinking lean, right? And that's already gonna hurt you and kill you, right? Pimp C died because he overdosed on lean, right? ASAP Yams died because he overdosed on lean, right? But then a lot of these dudes, they be taking like Percocet, they be taking, Xanax, all kind of pills too, right? And that will hurt you too. And that's how like Mac Miller died, right? He overdosed on that. Who else? Little Peep died. He overdosed on that, right? And a lot of time they're putting like fake stuff into the pills where it's not even the pure pills that you might get from the doctor when they give you a prescription, right? If you're buying it from the streets, it might have different, like, not Propofol, because that's what Michael Jackson, you know, was on, but it might be other fake ass, you know, chemicals and everything in there that just don't, you know, work well with your body, right? And yeah, man, that stuff can cause your body to like kind of reject it or just completely shut down, right? And we all know that Juice Wrld was on Percocet. We all know that he loved perks, right? So it's that, right? And yeah, you could have been dehydrated, and yeah, you could have just been tired and not had enough sleep, and all that probably is a factor, but you know, the fact that you are popping pills too is exacerbating that whole situation where it's just making it a whole lot worse, right? So Famous Dex saw this and actually went on live to talk about Juice Wrld.
On Juice Wrld death because, like, all my fans know I just had a seizure at Rich the Kid's show, and my seizure was because I was dehydrated, I wasn't sleeping, and I was stressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we losing too many people to this shit, bro. Juice Wrld, Mac Miller, come peep. Like, what the fuck? Bro, like, bro, Juice World looked up to me. That was my fucking brother, bro. I don't want to cry on live, bro, but I'm just want to let y'all know, like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But I'm going to take care of myself. I promise.
So Famous Dex basically is like, yo, this is crazy. You know, the same thing kind of happened to me. You know, thank God I survived. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm going to take care of myself, right? And Famous Dex has his own battle with drugs and everything like that. Sometimes he's on it. Sometimes he's not. He's actively tried to quit, but of course it's hard to quit something that is so accessible to you. It's something it's not like you can't afford it, and you like to get high. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of that, right? But I know people who are young, 20, 21, 22 years old, white boys out in Staten Island that overdose on fentanyl, right? Thinking that it's Xanax, right? Thinking that it's perks, right? And it's just crazy, right? So along with, Famous Dex, a lot of other rappers too kind of just gave their condolences and was like, damn, yo, I can't believe this happened. So we'll run through like some of them, right? So Denzel Curry is on Twitter. He says, R.I.P. Juice, right? Ski Master Slump God says, they keep taking my brothers from me, bruh, right? And this is crazy because him and Juice WRLD were really tight. They were really cool, right? Just like him and XXX and Teshyon were really cool, right? And it almost seemed like after Triple X had got killed and passed away that he kind of gravitated towards Juice WRLD and they became like really good friends. And then for like a year later for Juice WRLD to overdose too is insane, man. So my prayers really do go out to Ski Mask and I hope like he's good because that must be really tough, right? Lil Yachty says, wow, I can't believe this. R.I.P. my brother Juice WRLD, right? And then also, that was on Twitter, but Lil Yachty also put up a picture on Instagram with him and Juice WRLD, and it says, bye, brother. Love you, dog. R.I.P., right? Drake commented, he said, I would like to see all the younger talent live longer, and I hate waking up hearing another story filled with blessings that got cut so short, right? And puts a picture of Juice WRLD up, right? Zoe Dollars even said, yo, Juice so genuine, dog. That shit ain't even believable. And that's what I said. I'm like, nah, it can't be real. Like, I didn't even want to believe it at first, right? Russ, he said, damn, man, R.I.P. Juice WRLD. And Russ was like one of the first people to say that. Like, Russ knew before everybody knew, which was crazy, right? Jim Jones, man, even said, yo, just sad to lose another young king in this game. Abusive behavior can lead to our own demise. Doesn't matter the age or if you don't know the knowledge, we have to, we fall victim to. Rest easy, young king. Your music will live forever, right? Fabulous even was like, heartbreaking. R.I.P. Juice WRLD. You are one of my son's favorite artists. He called me crying this morning. When your album dropped, he made me check it out while I drove him to school. And after I dropped him off, I ended up listening to more and liking the project. Then looking you up online and seeing how dope of an off-the-head freestyler you were, I saw much talent in you and was just telling G Herbo that recently, right? Truly sad that we lost you so young. Condolences to your family and friends, right? That was from Drake. Chance the Rapper says, he knows our hearts. I really wish that we could have more talks like the ones that we had in LA. Dude, this is ridiculous. Millions of people, not just in Chicago, but around the world are hurting because of this. And I don't know what to make of it. I'm sorry. I love you. God bless your soul. Legend, right? And on and on and on and on and on, where there's people, other rappers reacting to this within hip hop, right? It's sad. It's sad, man. So also what you need to know is that when, authorities and the ambulance and the police were called to the airport to, check on Juice WRLD and try to save his life, which they did not do. Well, I guess they tried, but unsuccessfully they didn't do. of course, the police have to investigate and check things out and ask what's going on. And of course, people from Juice WRLD's camp said that, yeah, a little bit before they landed, he did pop some Percocets, right? They did say that Juice WRLD has a Percocet problem, right? Now, obviously, since he just passed away less than 24 hours ago, there's no toxicology report right now, but we're waiting for that. And I mean, I don't need to, oh, here's what happened. It's not about that. It's about somebody who lost their life. But yeah, the toxicology report is going to come out and probably confirm what we already think. But either way, it's just sad because we lost somebody, right? Also, 2 people from Juice WRLD's entourage got arrested yesterday because they had guns on them, and nobody would have known they had guns on them if they just hopped off the plane and went on about their business. But since, Juice WRLD had a medical emergency, it kind of brought a lot of attention to their crew. So yeah, 2 of his people got arrested, but they already got released. So they're probably going to do time for that. And then also, completely unrelated, they also found like 70 pounds of weed in Juice WRLD's jet under the cargo plane and some suitcases that, I don't know, but they found that too, man. This whole situation is just crazy. It's bugged out. Clearly, Juice WRLD was in the middle of doing, something and being a rapper, and he got shit to do. And then all of a sudden, literally just kind of dropped dead in the middle of all of that, right? Which is sad, man, but that's everything that's going on for now. And I'll give you guys an update, maybe, right? Maybe. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So Lil B, right, goes on Twitter, and I guess he was looking at a picture of Billie Eilish or whatever, right? So he goes, Billie Eilish reminds me of the girls that think Lil B is cute. I felt like we dated before, Lil B, right? And what y'all need to know about Lil B is like all over his Twitter and on his Instagram, he has like mad pictures of like a bunch of like different girls or whatever like that, just showing like Lil B is God, or thank you Bass God, or I love Lil B, and it's like a bunch of like fan art pictures, right? Very like 2008, 2009-ish, right? And it's weird because like they used to do that like back in the day on Facebook, but I guess people know that Lil B is gonna be posting these up on his Instagram, so they will do it and then send all these pictures to Lil B, right? And sometimes it's even guys that send in pictures, and Lil B puts it on his page too, right? But it's crazy. He has all these fans that do this pretty much all day, every day. I'm sure like in his inbox right now, if he looks, he'll have like a bunch of these that he could just post, right? So anyway, Lil Yachty sees what Lil B says to him, right? And is like, she's 16, she's 17, bro, right? So like, chill out. Like, I get it. You all down with the thank you Bass God and all that, or whatever, but you gotta stop because Shorty is only 17 years old. And Lil Yachty and Billie Eilish, they have like a cool like friendship, and they hang out, and they've done some shows together and things like that, right? So Lil B then responds to Lil Yachty, right? And first of all, Lil B starts going in. Not going in on Lil Yachty, but I guess he felt some kind of way because he responded to Lil Yachty multiple times. But first he goes, question, for you, what do you think I meant when I made that joke, right? And so I guess he's trying to say that it's a joke. I ain't really trying to like shoot my shot at no 17-year-old, right? Then he responds again, and he goes, because she do got fans that's grown, and I have dated women that are in my age that got a unique vibe. Do you think that it's sexual, what I said, or romantic? Just wondering, because I didn't think it was neither, just something cute and funny. But hey, right? So Lil B responds again to Lil Yachty, right? Meanwhile, Lil Yachty ain't responding or saying nothing to Lil B, right? He said what he said, and that's it. She's 17, bro, right? But of course, Lil B responds again, right? So he's like, oh. And I think that it's so obvious that I'm not the only one that thinks that she's cool, or she wouldn't be signed to a major label. The label probably thinks that she's cool, right? Every adult that supports her thinks that she's cool too. Or should adults just stay away from non-adults, right? So of course he's kind of like digging a deeper hole, and I guess just trying to make his point to Lil Yachty, right? Meanwhile, Yachty still hasn't responded, right? But a fan, of course, of Lil B's did come at Lil Yachty, and that's when Lil Yachty responded responding to that fan, right? So the fan says, but wasn't you with Bad Baby? Wasn't you and Bad Baby a thing? And keep in mind, Bad Baby is only 16 years old right now, right? And then Lil Yachty said, I'll smack flames out you, right? So basically he's saying like, nah, hell nah, me and Bad Baby wasn't a thing, right? And that was it, right? So Lil Yachty and Lil B didn't have any exchange on Twitter because Lil Yachty decided not to answer back to Lil B. But basically he was like, I said what I said. Yo, shorty is 17 and you better calm that shit down, right? And if you think that you was going to try to, I don't know, put a fan picture of, you know, Billie Eilish on your Instagram or whatever like that, you must have another thing coming, I guess, right? But basically Lil Yachty was defending Billie Eilish, right? But do you think that Lil B was in the wrong for even saying that about Billie Eilish in the first place, being that she is 17? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.